I wouldn't get up. I wouldn't get up.
Juice Talk TV, what the fuck it do, man? It's your main man, Cool Tay. Back with another one, man. Very special guest in the building, man. Very special guest on the platform, man. The one, the only, Big Steve-O himself, man. Writer, script, filmmaker, man. Unfair Exchange. We got Hole in the Wall. We got Trust Nobody 1 and 2, which we here to talk about. Pretty much everything and cover, man. Like I said, the one and only Big Steve-O. Nice to have you.
I appreciate it, man.
And then don't forget the owner and the brand behind the #1 tequila in the city, Ricardo Amore.
Mr. Ricardo Amore in the building, baby.
So let's start off with the Ricardo Amore, man, because I remember hearing that on the radio a few years back. Maybe like a good two. About 2 years when you fought, like really was pushing it.
Yeah.
Like, you still pushing
it.
When it was brand new.
Buses, yeah.
Man, I'm like, what's this? I hear it on the radio like every 5 seconds, literally. Real quick, man. How and why the brand, and how did that come about?
Basically, everybody knows me from being a concert promoter, throwing shows, parties. So I was sitting there one night at the door, just looking at everybody drink. I'm saying, we got all these black people here, and ain't no black brands on the shelf. I said, I gotta get some of that money, man. You know what I mean?
Straight to the point.
To the point, get some of that money. I mean, you had Jay-Z in them and Puffy in them. They was using other people's brands. So before I even did Ricardo Amore, I had a drink called Privé, which kind of got me into the game of liquor, a vodka called Privé. Leading to that, they had this strawberry kiwi vodka. And this by around this time, Boosie just come home from jail. And my cousin knew at the death of his son, David Chappelle, was at Boosie house.
Okay.
They was like, my friend, we from Milwaukee. You know what I mean? It's like, you from Milwaukee? You're like, find Steve for me. You know what I'm saying? He called me up. We chopped it up, was talking and stuff, and we came up with the Boosie juice. So I'm the creator of the Boosie juice, the whole marketing and formula of Boosie juice. I started that, and the owner of the distillery, we had some little fallout. So I said, fuck this. I'll never work for nobody else again. Wow. So I started my own tequila, Ricardo Amore. I got a wine called Midnight Love. And me and Boosie got a cognac called Bacardier, which actually has the first apple cognac, real apple cognac.
Wow. Yeah. Nice, man. Congratulations on that. Thanks, also. And it's very intriguing, inspirational, and motivational to see another black entrepreneur in the liquor business. Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, first year when I found this tequila, I went out to the conference, and when I was at the conference, man, I'll tell you, I was the only black person out there that was about looking for a brand. Everybody else was kind of like bartenders, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nobody. I'm like, what the hell is this, man? This is crazy. And the great thing about that. So that was a year before the pandemic. Then the pandemic, they didn't have it. But this year, I went out there, man. It was like 6 or 7 new black brands. And I was happy that E40 was out there. And a lot of young women out there, entrepreneurs.
Right.
I was like, look how far this shit came. I remember I was there, man. I was the only black. Like, for real. White people were tripping on me like, hell you doing?
Exactly.
Yeah. Same thing you doing.
Getting some of this money.
Yeah.
And I know that's a nice feeling, though, to be able to walk and brush shoulders with the greats and some of the people like that in the liquor distillery like that, man. Because, like I said, that's very motivational and inspirational, especially coming from the city of Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's so great. Like,
man.
Really can't express how great that is.
A lot of people don't know that there's a white guy got it, but Tito's from Milwaukee.
Wow.
Tito's is from
Didn't
Milwaukee.
Know that.
Yep. Tito he got Texas on there because the guy made so much money, he got to the cannabis business. But actually, he started his garage, I believe, on Roosevelt.
Wow.
And then he moved out to Lake Geneva. His mother, Lake Geneva, out their house. They're selling, making Tito's out the house. And, he licensed it to Texas. So it'll be like the Texas brand. Right. No, it started right here in Milwaukee.
Wow.
Yeah, Tito.
And you right there with him.
Yeah. So she owns some money too.
So for the people who haven't really seen you on this platform, because you all over the world, you all over the media right now, just let them know who Big Steve-O is.
Yeah, Big Steve-O, man, born and raised in Milwaukee, 19th and Locust. with the 47th Garfield. Actually, my stomping grounds right around here too, the area around here, 38 from Lord and stuff like that. But man, everybody know me from throwing parties. Then I got into the music game. I started a label called Infinite Recordings. My cousin, Mr. Do It to Death, my man Big Hank Heat. We got together later on with some other friends of mine. Started Infinite from 5, which at the time I had Cuckoo Cal. They joined with me, and we did a Walking Dead album, which is a classic. Classic Walking Dead. You got to get that out, Walking Dead, which we created the song In My Projects. They were #1 on the Billboard chart for 6 weeks. You watch the documentary, The Rise and Fall of Cuckoo Cal, on Amazon or Tubi to learn more about it. We got the uncut version on YouTube called The Infinite Recording Story, which that movie is coming pretty soon.
There you go.
But after that, I things didn't go as planned with that. Hooked up with Baby Drew. I got the blessing from Eye to Eye. J. Rose and Poetry gave me the blessings. I started working with Baby Drew. We created Disco Lady, a big hit song on the radio. The remix, the remix.
That. If y'all don't know, y'all might be a little too young to, or
for the great Harvey Scales.
Right.
So that was a blessing, man. So we did that. And then after that, man, I started working with the athletes like D. Jones, Sam Cassell, my man Esports, doing parties like that, which got me back into the liquor down there with Boosie. So me and my man Pippa Ken, we have we literature agents for Simon & Schuster, which is one of the biggest publishing houses in the world, owned by CBS.
Okay.
So that's real big. So we did the Boosie book together. We did the Ice-T book together. We did the what's my man's name? And we still working on that. We got the deal with just getting the book together for the Fallen Six.
There you go.
I forget his name right now, but we did that. So HHF, shout out to Pippa Ken. And then I was me and Boosie, I do cologne. So me and Boosie got cologne deal.
It's only right to have you on this platform. Again, like I said, man, we appreciate it, man. You definitely got the juice. You've definitely been helping putting the city on in a positive light, spreading the word, doing the most and the most achievable things that another person really want to do but don't have the courage to. Really making things happen.
I get that from my father, man. He gave me the hustle, and with him, I got the courage to jump off the porch, I get anything or to try anything.
There you go.
You fail, just get up and do it again. You know what I'm saying? So I get that hustle shit and that courage to do it from my father.
So how was it for you growing up?
Man, I come up under the era of strong men. So I always think it's crazy you asked me this. I literally was thinking about this in the car, man, about 20 minutes ago. So I take a part of me from all strong men. So my grandfather, Sam Love, he was like, he gave me my characteristics. I remember he told me, how can a person with pork and bean taste talk about caviar?
Woo!
You know what I mean? So yeah. He told me how to cut a steak right. So he gave me that elegance, that fancy side. I want that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my father, X.C. Tatum, man, gave me the courage. Like, never be scared to do nothing. He's a hell of a hustler. He gonna go get it no matter what. Just scared to do nothing. And and fear nobody. That come from him. Then my Uncle Raj, he was a jokester. So I get my charisma and my people skills from Raj. I always tell him a joke, light in the room. I get that from him, man. My Uncle Richard, man, he always showed me like there's a side of me that if somebody tests me, I make sure they never test me again. He always say, you whoop a motherfucker, you whoop him, make sure he never test you again. Exactly. You know what I mean? So that comes from him. And one of my key things, my Uncle Lamar, man, and I don't know if you can spell it right now, he gave me my scent. So I like to wear a nice cologne, but it always leave an impression in the room with the ladies, also in business. So I think what we miss nowadays. I came up under strong men, and I took something from each man to become who I am today.
Essence, man, them characters.
I love my mama. My mama, my backbone. It's Ricardo Moore. But men made me a strong man.
And piggybacking back to the Ricardo Moore, man, R.I.P. Moms, man. Lovely bottle, lovely shape, man. We definitely
got a new bottle coming now. Her face gonna be in it. So that's why you might not see it right now. It's real low stock. I sold out. I sold all the bottles they had. So the company I was with was their bottle stock. So I sold so much of it, they ran out and said, we ain't making no bottles. Man. So I had to make my own bottles. So I had to get the mold, redo it. And I always, from the beginning, wanted to put my mom face on it. Anyway. So it's time to do it.
Right. So what made you get into that ability? What made you say, okay, you know what, let me try this writing field? How did you know that you can actually do that?
Well, I knew I could write when I was high school.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something crazy before that. I was in 4th grade, man. People better think I'm lying. with 21st Street School. I believe it was Miss Duke. I forgot who Duke class we was in, but she had us put on a play. And I put this play on, man. I had my little group people, and it was about drugs, like say no to drugs.
There you go.
And I'm telling you, man, don't lie. I used to collect bottles. I've always been a hustler. So I had some money. I stopped in and I got this little piece of candy. I brought it to school. I set the whole play up with this girl, which I set to another girl's undercover. She arrested her, and they took her away the handcuff. I was like, hey, I don't know if I was a guy, a kid, man.
Imagination.
Yeah, I did the whole play. They loved it, right? So after that, I started reading Donald Gorham, my Auntie Mert, put on these Donald Gorham books, El Dorado Red. So I'm reading these books, man. I'm like, man, it's bringing life to like you can write with life. So I wrote this poem in high school called The Ghetto. And the teacher, I thought it was bullshit. Really liked it. And it got published and everything. I was like, man, but I really, so take it serious. Until I ended up getting a little trouble, a little time. Not a long time, but I said, keep myself out of trouble, I'm going to write this movie. Right. That's how I wrote Trust Nobody 20 years ago. 20-something years ago, man. I wrote that, man. I wrote that Trust Nobody. And it was the only thing I kept me saying. I said, I'm shooting this movie. I wrote it just jail, just kill time. I said, I'm shooting this. I bet you'll make it happen. I put it in my pocket, man. And later on in life, my man Swift was doing movies. I told him about mine. I said, man, I'm going to do a movie. I'm going to go for the right opportunity. He just kept on pushing me like, man, do it. And, he invited me to a set. I said, I went for it.
That's so deep. You said 20 years ago.
20 years ago, man.
You wrote this film and it's just not being brought to life. Yeah. That goes to show you that you cannot give up. Wow. Consistency is key. And if you think it, you shall achieve it. You wrote these you wrote this entire process down from beginning to end. Yeah.
20 years ago, man.
And you brought it to life.
Yeah.
Film, man.
That's crazy.
I don't want to hear nobody say they can't do nothing.
No. And I learned that from the music game, man, because I started off with me, Mr. Do It to Death and Big Hank. My man Eyes Nola, Mr. Lee, Freedom. We all was doing music, man. My brothers, Rara Gucci, Duck, Big, man, Jay Swiss. We was hustling, so we was at the cars. We did everything you can do and still wouldn't get that big break. And the situation with Cuckoo Cal and big breakthrough, it got to where with nothing left, man. I had this big old ring, man, I had made one time. And we had a problem. I had to get to my man Big Hank just to get the song to get to somebody else. My man Smalls took it in 20 took it to somebody else. It was at the bottom. That's how my project happened. That we was at the bottom. Now we was at the top. We had all this money, all this, and it was all right straight. I got to the bottom. I put my all into it. Like I left the other world alone. I went heavy for the music. Nothing else. I just all you know what I'm saying. Full throttle. Just pick it all. Cause I believed in it. Faith of a mustard seed. And so when it came to the movie, that's why I said I'm gonna shoot it. And I always say I wanted to shoot it right. So I just want to just I wanted to, when I shot it, I just wanted to do it right. And the time was right.
Before I actually dive into that, I want to know like some of your inspirations and idols, like
or Donald Goins.
That's okay.
Donald Goins, man. That was his books, man. Right. El Dorado Red, Horse Son.
Now, a lot of them books, a lot of people don't read them in jail.
I read in jail.
I know.
Everybody, yeah. But you get it. And I'm gonna tell you what maybe like just jump when you said time for the movie because I had this movie script, right? And I ran into a friend of mine who introduced me to Charles Burgess. Wow. And he's from Milwaukee, a great writer from Milwaukee. He has several books. So Charles Burgess was like, man, I can help you put that into a book. So I gave him my script. He took my script down. We turned it into a book, right? So I'm me hustling. I'm selling these books. I'm selling thousands of them, right? I'm offering them, right? And first my auntie who put me on the Donald Goins, Auntie Mert was like, man, this one was good. What's my auntie? You know what I mean?
But you're hearing this from everybody.
But my auntie, but I'm gonna tell you what took the cake, right? So I'm at Wise's one day and I said to the lady, she had to be about 50 or 60, 70s or 50s. I showed it to her. She gave support me. I leave. Come back in another time. She read the book. She said, let me tell you something. I don't even read books like this. Damn. She said, I read a couple pages first. I was like, oh. She said, I read a couple more pages and I couldn't put this motherfucker down.
Damn.
She said, it's good. And right there I said, shit, I got one. Because the story, you know what I mean? And when she was her, and then I had the younger kids, my nephew, my cousin, and young cats, and like that was like reading this book. I was like, damn, the young get old.
Exactly.
And then when I got word back from the penitentiary, got the book in, everybody like, I told her, it was like my daddy. I get to my daddy up there. Other people reading, everybody's reading. Bruce can't go on like that. He can't go on like that. I'm like, serious? I'm like, damn.
Like, right.
I said, I got one, man.
I got one. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So, that was the actually first moment where you knew that you can do this.
Yeah,
it's over for me.
Yeah, I knew, not just shooting the movie, I just knew like it's a special.
Right.
It's like when I Cuckoo Cal, first I heard Cuckoo Cal, I knew he was special. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't my projects. I just knew he was special. You know what I'm saying? When I seen Baby Drew music, I know he's special. Like I can't make a beat, I can't rap.
But you got.
I know talent. I know talent. You know, I can see like D Jones, a ball player in Milwaukee. I've seen him develop. I knew he's special to get a big contract. I told him that. I just know special people. You know what I mean? Special talents that people might not have. Even with these writers, you know. Shout out to my team, Violetta Joseph. I know she's special. Mr. Galena. I know he's special. He wrote the Boosie book with Charles Burgess. Writing special people. I help bring their talents out.
That's what's up, man.
Cause it's like this is their work too, being on the screen too. You know what I mean? We in it with me, so it's like, damn, he made me a part of something. You know,
so let's dig deep a little bit into your movies and your films, man. So since you've been writing, you've got movies on Amazon and Tubi and on your own website as well, which y'all can go actually stream and
it's just money in ENT and films.
Make sure y'all go tap into that website. So since then, how does that feel to have movies published out to the world like that and have everybody being accessible to your?
It's I want to tell you, so I got two films like this. I gotta go back a little bit.
Okay.
So we did my projects. Like my project was never my favorite song. You know what I'm saying? But I knew something special about it because how Cal wanted to do it. He kept like, I got this song in my head, and the whole story behind it, how it was supposed to be a remix to a Mac 10 song, and dude definitely want to do it, and we were gonna throw the beat was gonna use. I was like, man, that Cal, do what he want to do on it. He made my project in the backyard on a boom box, right? Still not. I just know it's so special, but not knowing what it is. We get the deal with Tommy Boy. We go to New York. We out here mixing the records down. We in the studio one night. Cypher Sounds coming like, Funkmaster Flex gonna play it tonight. Well, okay. Now you remember we from Milwaukee.
Exactly.
We in New York.
So when he's
right, that's still cool.
Exactly.
That stuff came on, man. He put the bomb on it. Beep, beep, boom. Bring it back. For Flex. Boom, boom. In my project. Bring it back. Boom, boom. That stuff was first time in my life I had to thank God, right? Then again, butterfly. Ever felt like that, right? So come forward now with the movie, write the movie, shoot the movie. You know I ain't gonna think about this. I do the premiere at Mayfair, right? Everybody buy tickets. About 400 people come out. Nice sell without show. They're watching it. So when you writing something, you got in your head like certain things you want people to react like ooh or laugh.
Exactly.
I'm sitting back, and where I thought laugh was at was laugh. Well, I thought, ooh, was that? And I see people that get mad, like, hell no, I'm hearing this, no, ooh, you dirty bitch, all this right. I'm like, man, I got it. And when it was over with, this is Milwaukee. You know how Milwaukee treats you, right?
Trust me, I know.
They gave me a standing ovation, man. I said, hey, touch me. I said, I ain't no cry, dude. I said, when they touched me, I said, damn, man. If I would have cried, I would have cried. But I was like, man, they touched me, man. That's why I know it's special. There were two special times in my life like that. You know, besides those special times in my life, and the happy moment was when I put that fight on between Young Twan and Reggie, and the city came and showed out. There were no problems, and it was grown men could settle problems like that. That was special too. I like that. That was special.
And shout out to y'all for that, man. Shout out to y'all for that.
Oh, yeah,
that was epic. That was real epic, man. Like I said, Trust No One 1 and 2, Unfair Exchange, Hole in the Wall, working with some of the biggest names, Pimpin' King, Baby Drew, Jamal Woolard, man, the list goes on.
Fat Boy SSE.
Fat Boy SSE. Man, took the world by storm with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
He a fool in this new one too, man. Oh, man, this new one so been crazy. I thought one was good too, because you got to remember now I got better shooting and more ideas how to make better action. So this one off the ringers.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. So who else can we expect you to be working with? First of all, how was it working with those people?
Oh, great, man. I'm gonna tell you because part one, actually Bricks was gonna get paid by Swift Salone. So I was like, man, I look at that Swift. He had this air cocky as air by himself. I said, he can play Bricks. I said, just take some S class, you should play it. So then I watched a Barbershop 2, I believe. That's what Gravy was in. He's the gang leader in Barbershop 2. Man, he was cold. He was bricks, right? Just saying it. A couple months later, I get a call from my man up in Appleton. He like, I'm doing a party with Gravy, man. You want to do one in Milwaukee? I do one up here. I'm like, fuck it. So we go up there. We do the party. Do too good. So he ended up riding back with me. So him, me, my cousin smoking B in the car, just chopping it up, talking. We just got cool. You know me. Say, man, I'm shooting this movie, man. You know, but you yeah. He's like, man, I'm down. And my man been down since day one, so like that, and so you know, he's been great to work with, definitely. And it's crazy. I met Fat Boy. I didn't know who he was. I met him. So I'm doing a cologne deal with Boosie. We in New Jersey out there in New York. At first, we go to New Jersey. They wanted to try to use their cologne. So I'm talking to the people with different colognes. The deal. He's like, I got this guy, Fat Boy. Boosie ended up to show up that time. He came later on. But the guy there, they're like, this Fat Boy. It's just on. I ain't on Instagram like that. We got cool. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, man. I think he wanted to meet Boosie.
Right.
And we just stayed cool. So it was like, when I found out who he was, what followers? Got their followers. Say, man. But you know, the crazy part about it, Fool is a character of a lot of people I know, or mainly my brother. You know what I mean? He reminded me of my brother so much. I was like, man, it's great to be Fool. He was down, man. So it was so occasionally like the guy's great. You know what I mean? These people that I wanted or characters had in mind came to me, meeting them through different situations. You know what I'm saying?
So, and with that being said, did each character meet your expectations?
Pass it, man.
Woo! That's
pass. Like great. To me, everybody knows Jamal Woolard as Biggie, playing Gravy. But when I look at Trust Nobody, I don't see Biggie.
I don't need. It's crazy that you said that. It's crazy that you said that because my wife said the same thing. Yeah. She said, I forgot this is Biggie.
Yeah, so you know what I mean?
I said, you're right.
Yeah, I don't see Biggie. Fat Boy, I think, did he do? He might have did I Got the Hook Up 2 before this.
Okay.
I know he probably, but this is probably one of his major first, I know this was one of his first major roles where he was like a main character. Like he had just Hook Up 2, he was in it, but I don't think it really fit his character. Okay. Like him, how they try to make him, to me it didn't fit it. Yeah, it didn't fit his character to me. Right. This fit his character. This fit like what you see him on Instagram bullying people and joking, but you know, the tough, like
right.
Fool fit that.
Exactly.
And I don't know what made him go, but part 2, he really a fool.
Man,
he was ready.
If y'all ain't tapped in, watch me. Y'all gotta tap into Trust Nobody 1, Trust Nobody 2, man. But so with the acting, if a person isn't up to par with the acting, how does that go? Like, do you have to kind of constantly shoot, or does it get
headache? And then you just gotta make it work. I'm a man. Shouts out to Beezy. Love Beezy. Beezy Jones, my director and editor, man. He was looking at me like, you cold. He's like, I'm cold. I learned from being in the studio with my man, Big Hank, all the time. But like I say, I know artists and I develop stuff. So you gotta work with them. So we were able, trust me, you probably could tell people couldn't act, but we kind of did the best we can, make them act. And then people like that, you probably try to put them in the shortest talking roles possible.
So that's okay. I understand.
So you ever see somebody you see I just got in the bouncer like this? You can't act. You sit right here, man, look mean, you know.
Hey, everybody gotta play a role.
Everybody play a role. But it's important role, you know. Yeah.
Everybody plays a role, and that's what makes the movie.
But I will tell you, man, I had so many. You take away, you got. So you had part 1, you had Gravy, Fat Boy, the first time really acting. Second, third time acting. He's new though. Right. DeMarcus Harvey, great. He's a Tubi actor. He's a great actor. Yeah. Sierra's great. What else is there? Bucky, she did a good job. Shay, but I don't think she did a lot of acting, but she TV world, so that's acting. Right. But besides that, the other casts, man, all new people. And I think they were doing a good job, man. You had my brother's stepsons and kids there in the jail scene, man. They did. They probably been to jail for a couple times too. They did it right, you know what I mean? They what to do, man. You know, it was like everybody was. I had my brother did that before. I put him in the film. My man Jay Swiss is act. They all was doing their thing though. You know, my man Will. These cats ain't actors. They were down already though.
There you go.
Dude to play big time. already done it.
Man, never act before.
Maybe once. Maybe he was Swift put in a movie right before that. I think maybe.
Wow.
Okay, but you know he had a couple small roles. But first main role. I mean, he was so nervous he drank the whole bottle of Ricardo Moore. Said, "Hey, guess what? Everybody stop him from drinking." But the more he drank, the better he got.
Man, let me get some of this right now, man. We finna
If
y'all don't mind, man.
The more he jumped, the better he got, man. I said, it's crazy. Take some more, goddammit.
Let's go ahead and try this out.
Oh, man.
Ricardo O'Moore, man.
I consider this the world's most sexiest and smoothest tequila around.
Man, and you know what? I thought it was that Azul.
Oh, man.
Y'all see his face?
Oh,
if
man.
y'all are true tequila like I am, y'all know what that Azul is.
Oh, man. I used to like Malago. I was a Malago drinker.
Okay.
Quabble Wobble.
There you go. Ooh,
this is success, man. Great podcast, man. Beautiful setup, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. To Success, to Ricardo O'Moore, to Juice Talk TV, to It's Just Money ENT, to y'all.
Juicy. Keep it juicy.
Never.
And no birds like
that. Is this
that.
water?
That's what I call it. Holy water.
Is you serious?
Let me stop that. I got a trouble. I had a drink called the Holy Water. From Atlanta. The whole city was trying to shut the book club down.
Wow. Wow, Steve.
And guess what? The Reposado? I'm out of right now. Oh my God.
Wow, Steve-O.
So this is a plane that's smooth like that.
Man, that's
the Reposado.
So is this in like in local
bars?
Yeah,
well, I've been talking this all day.
See, look.
I made a lot of clubs, a lot of money, man.
Man.
I mean, some big clubs downtown, on Villa. I made all the clubs a lot of money, man. And I gave clubs free bottles. So if I give you 3 free bottles, let's say you did $5 a shot. I know you people sold it because people were asking for it. That's $100 a bottle, $300. You can't take $30 out of that $300 and just put one for your boy on the shelf.
Man, what?
I give you the start off. I give you the work for the money to make. So, but you know, Mr. B's got me. Shout out to Mr. B's.
Shout out to Mr. B's.
You know, Elsa's.
Shout out to Elsa.
White joint got me. Elsa's got me, man. These Elegance, she always supported me.
That's
you know what I mean? A couple other small bars did. Everybody. But the city of Milwaukee was supporting me. Ty Toya Wine and Liquor was selling the shop. My shit.
Ty Toya Wine
and Liquor, man. You know, so even what you call it up there on Silver Spray, Liquor Depot, Diamond Liquor. So the liquor store been fucking with me. Clark's over there. They've been fucking with me heavy, man. Whoop just put me in there.
Man.
My own brothers ain't.
I'm going to tell you this, man. My mom used to be in the bar business. We had several taverns back in the day. And I promise you this would have definitely sold out.
Man.
Definitely. Oh, you already know. I'm telling you like you don't know.
Hey, man, I don't know from my other black brothers. The white store they sell it out, but you know what it is. Shout out to my man Maintain, my bastards, Skills, Paris, who do all my tastings. You know what I'm saying? So people are very important to making this movement go too.
And it's so smooth.
Oh man.
So smooth.
When I get somewhere Reposado, which I bring a Reposado bottle. I'm gonna bring you that bottle. You think this smooth?
I want this one.
That's yours, bro. I'm just saying, I bring you a Reposado. You see how smooth it is, right?
Man.
And the nail even smoother.
Man.
The Reposado my favorite, but the nail's so smooth.
I think I don't even want no Casamigo no more.
Man, I hope not.
It's over, man. Like I said, I used to always hear Ricardo O'Moore. And that's how she used to say it on the radio. And they never know.
Drink like a boss.
Man, drink like a boss, man.
Yeah, I really was taking that method from I don't even remember State Eyes back in the days.
Okay.
So that's why I did all them commercials. You see, I got all the hot records, older, Baby Drew, Cuckoo, to the young ones, Chicken. And I did them commercials. So I did the State Eyes. I don't really take the State Eyes platform on that.
We gonna link it. We gonna put something together.
Yeah.
We gonna put something together, man.
Shout out to all the rappers that got down with me and believed in me.
Definitely. Cause I seen y'all rocking with him, man. It's another one. I forget his name.
Lou F.A. Cardi Banks. That's my cousin.
Cardi Banks.
Shout out to Cardi.
Cardi Banks.
My cousin, man. Hot
Cardi Banks. Yep. So what's if I can ask, what's a budget like for a great film?
I want to say you want to have at least 150 to make it look right. If some people got smaller budgets that can do it. But you got no camera crews, no light men and stuff. I'm gonna say about 150. You know what I mean? To be a dice film. I I ain't see some people do it for less. They got that talent, you know, but you want to nice by 150. Yeah,
That's what's up.
to make it compete.
Exactly.
You know, you want, you know, my covers cost like 3,500 better. You know,
because you don't want to underdo your work.
Yeah.
But you want to shoot for more than what you can.
Exactly. Like I did all my covers through by this one company, except Unfair Exchange.
And they nice.
Yeah, Unfair Exchange.
And you can see the difference too.
So we did it. So we be done this week.
That's crazy.
Yeah, everybody said you can't change your brand. I don't change my brand, but I was doing it. Budget was tight. I'm like, I'm gonna just put this out. Like I said, I'm looking at everybody else like I spent this damn cover. Everybody doing this shit.
It looked like a book. It looked like a book. But you know what I'm saying? But it's still great.
So after we do it, it's going to be redone. It's be doing
it. When you can see the growth, and that's the best thing about it.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to just cherish.
Yeah.
The times where we seen where we started, to see where we going, to see where we headed, to see where
I like to see like people like Puffy and stuff. Now you know he picking clothes right. No matter what you say about think about him, he got some fly clothes, exactly. Man. And, you know, even with you change the name and ink whatever, you can see it. You can tell he's part of that. Like, no, I ain't put out anything.
So I asked a few followers, because I told them I was having a special guest on the platform. So I asked a few followers anything they would want me to ask you. And a few of them gave me a few questions. The first person asked me, they wanted to know, what was your favorite movie of all time to you?
Damn.
Shout out to that follower, that subscriber, I mean.
Is it comedy? Got gender?
I don't know. They just want to.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
It's hard. It's hard. That's why they asked.
Willie Dynamite.
Ooh.
Not Dynamite. The hip movie. That's one of my favorites, man. Shit. Comedy, man. I love Richard Pryor, like Bustin' Lou, and
okay.
I'm gonna say JoJo Dancing.
Okay.
We talk about like stories about artists, like stuff like that, like real life stories. Temptations, Temptation movie.
There you go.
We talk about action. I want to say Boys in the Hood. My hood movie would be Boys. I'm sorry, Miss Society. So if I'm talking about hood movies like that,
that's a good one.
You know, action. I'd probably go with what can I watch out? That love movies, man. Probably like Legal Weapon.
That's a good one.
Or Beverly Hills Cop.
That's a good one. You know. So okay. So another one asked me, they wanted to ask you your 5 top actors or actresses of all time.
No, Denzel gotta be up there.
Okay, we got Denzel Washington.
I gotta put Eddie Murphy in there.
Eddie Murphy. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No. Okay, so we gotta sit because I was thinking like
you comedy. I like to work for acting. So we got Denzel. We got Eddie. Hey, like I said, I watched Richard Pryor. Morgan Freeman.
That's a good.
One of my favorite movies, 7.
You snap. I gotta give you one of those.
I
like 7 too.
That's 4. And what good people like that I like, man.
I like Angela Bassett.
Yeah, I like her too. I'm trying to think.
I'm just trying to jog you. I'm just trying to bring a few people in. Just
who you know I like.
Who you like?
She always play her mama. You ever see her think like a man? You play dude mama. I like her. I like her.
She's nice. I can't call her name, but I know exactly what you're talking about. So there y'all go. There y'all have it. The fan favorites. Y'all wanted me to ask them a few questions. There y'all have it. I hope y'all got y'all answers that y'all wanted. Shout out to y'all for asking those. And those some tough ones. All right. I had to make you think yourself.
Man, I first asked him like, oh shit. You know, everyone's your favorite rapper. I'm ready for the rappers. Come on with them.
Go ahead.
Oh shit.
Come on.
You know, DJ Quick. First of all time is LL Cool J.
That's a nice one.
Then it's DJ Quick to me.
Okay.
Then you know it's Jay-Z.
Okay.
Jay-Z. Then it's Biggie.
Snap.
It's Biggie. And then I'm gonna have to put that 5 could be so many people, so many ways.
It can.
But I'm
go ahead. I ain't gonna hold it against you.
I said Jay-Z. I said Biggie. I said 50 Cent. Lyricist and stuff. I'm gonna throw this in there, man. Rick Ross.
I can give you that.
I
can give you that.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I fucked up. Baby Drew. Baby Drew.
Mr. Goldfinger.
Baby Drew. Baby Drew.
Know, man.
He'd be number 2 after LL. LL. Can't be right at LL. Baby Drew. DJ Quick. Jay-Z. I fuck with Sebo. I'm sorry. It'll be Biggie Sebo.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a dope lineup, man.
All time. That I play.
That's a nice one. No. That's a nice one, man. Shout out to Mr. Gold.
I bet you don't know my favorite Baby Drew album though.
I think it might be something on the newer end.
Nah, it's older end.
Okay.
My favorite.
Go ahead, because it might be mine.
I think his best album to me that he done to me is my album he done with me called Barbecue Mildew of his growth. Okay. One of my favorite albums is Hand to Rock the Cradle.
That's dope. Is that the blue cover?
Yep. That's his first album cover, that light blue.
That's my shit.
So yeah. Oh, he got great stuff. He got a lot of great stuff. Eye to Eye.
Yeah.
He had an album cover with a razor and a cocaine tape as a bootleg. That shit was cold.
Had the lines on
that was cold. The bootleg, Mr. Bojangles and Brian House Black.
Early.
Yeah, man. That was like 97, 98.
I was going to say like 99, early 2000.
That's early 2000. You're right. Early 2000.
I was going to say that.
Now, I'm going to tell you another cool album that's up on now. Barbecue Mildew is one of his hottest lyrical albums for me.
Barbecue Mildew.
But everybody's stuff in that street music. Yeah, it was him. That's like when him and Dino and Playboy came back together, kind of. After the Country Boy Click, they did an album together, Green, and Double Disc. He got some bangers on there.
Man, I think I remember that, man.
Don't get me wrong, that Power Hour will always be classic.
You don't want to see it, do you, punk?
That's Ghetto Hero. That's a Ghetto Hero. That's my shit. Hey, that's classics, man.
Classic, man. Shout out to Milwaukee's.
Oh man, yeah. What's your favorite Cuckoo Cal album? I'll tell you.
I probably gonna have to say I don't probably have a favorite album. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna have to give it to. I was gonna say Disturbed, but I ain't want to get it confused with the one before that, and I think that was Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Because I think that was the one. People don't really know that Walking Dead was really getting them heard before. What's it called?
It's on him with Twister. That's so he killed.
Exactly.
He killed Twister on the song.
Exactly.
Chicago was talking about.
People didn't know that was really getting him talked about before the actual. So I wanted to say that.
And so had Spice went on there.
Yeah. I wanted to say
Act
that.
10, hot. Eyes know it was hot album.
So what can we expect next from Big Steve-O, man? What can we
I want to keep doing these movies, man. Like I said, we got The Hole in the Wall coming out soon with all the walking comedians in it, comedians in it. We got working on a series called "I Am the Plug." I got a movie called "Thin Line Between God and the Game." Me and Galena doing Ocean View. We got Ocean View. But my main project is trying to build a studio here.
There you go.
People can shoot at, and have podcasts there, movie sets there. That's my goal.
Man, and I don't mean to offend you when I say this, and I hope you don't get offended.
Nah.
It's you like the Tyler Perry of
the
city, right?
The man version.
But yeah, man, you making things happen, man. You giving it to us, man. I love it, man. You definitely got the juice. I'm gonna go ahead and top me up too.
There go ahead. I'll kill your own scene. Your wife come back and tell me what you do about
this. Love this one. Man. Shout out to Ricardo Amore.
Appreciate it, man.
The one and only Big Steve-O in the building.
We got big things coming from Ricardo Amore too. We got a whole campaign kicking off in July. It's gonna be big, man. We want Juice Talk to be a part of this. It's gonna be big, man. It's gonna be big.
Let the people know where they can find you at, man. And find your liquor, your movies, your content, anything that's dealing with It's Just Money.
There's liquor in all liquor stores around here.
There you go.
And Woodman's, the hood stores. If your local bar ain't got it, tell them about it. Tell them to go get it for me, please. Otherwise, you can find me at my main IG is It's Just Money, ITSJUSTMONEYENT. You know, otherwise, Ricardo Amore got his own IG, Ricardo Amore, RICARDAAMOR. Like I said, Midnight Love Wine got his own site. Cartier with Boosie Cognac, we got his own site. And Trust Nobody, the movie, has his own site. But my main one is Just Money and Tea. Like I said, Just Trust Nobody too. It's special. It's action packed. It comes out at midnight. You know what I'm saying? May 26th.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Biggs, if you seen Wonder, you know Biggs want revenge. But do he get revenge? You know, do Fool really love him? You know what I'm saying? Is Fool really a fool? You know, is JD on some sneaky shit? Or is Bo and you know what I'm saying, Swift like they ain't having it, you know what I mean? Hey, what happened to that sneaky bitch Tiny? What is she doing? Hey man, I'm telling you, man, hey, what happened to Shell? What's going on with Shell, man?
Everybody wanna
Hey
know.
man,
Hey.
It says, hey, and I guarantee you thought one shot you with the endings and shit, be prepared again.
I told her, man. Shout out to Juice Talk TV, man. Shout out to Ricardo Amore, man. It's Just Money ENT. Juice Talk TV. It's your man.
Let's make it number one. Let's make the movie number one. The podcast number one.
Let's get it. Let's get it, man. It's your man, Big Steve-O, man. Make sure y'all get at him, man. Follow him, man. Get this drink. Juice Talk TV. We out.